like for ourselves as older artists, we telling you our age, just like we don't tell you who's sugar and who's spice.
They can guess all they want.
Yeah. Start guessing.
How old?
Put in. How old do you think I really am?
Hello and welcome.
You're listening to the Sugar and Spice Podcast. Hello and welcome to the Sugar and Spice Podcast. My name is Shelly Dubois and my partner here is
Danita Lynn.
And together we are Sugar and Spice. And we are talking about
stuff.
And our stuff today is, can you still be a music artist after the age of 40?
Very interesting topic.
It is, because as both of us being older women in the industry now, we've had a lot of ups and downs with that. People from the music industry telling us different things and
industry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The music industry. You'll hear a lot of people that are in the music industry talk about the music industry.
Especially these days, it's become a real big topic with labels. And
exactly. Indie.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer the question, can you still be an artist after 40? Even after 30. I've listened to some other podcasts where they're saying that people even in their 30s are going, I think I'm done. So that is really scary because, like you would think this day and age, with everything being online and how you can work the business yourself, right? and still be a musician out there. So it's just how you look at it. So I thought you and I kind of go through what we've encountered in the past for ourselves as women, what we were, some things that maybe we were told that maybe wanted to make us quit the business. Right. I know for myself, I had gone to music business conference. I've been doing music since I was 13, and it's always been for fun. And then it wasn't until later in life, after having my family and stuff like that, that I really wanted to pursue a music career, not thinking about my age at all.
Absolutely. It's about your passion, right?
Your passion and entertaining people and writing songs and getting out there performing, right? Because we love doing it. Yeah. So age never even entered my mind when I started, really pursuing my music career as an individual. So I had gone to a music business conference. We'd lived on Vancouver Island at the time. And I had put out my CD a few years before and stuff. And I wasn't really like, I was kind of looking at getting back into the music and everything. It was a couple years after my daughter had passed. So I was trying to kind of find myself again or whatever. So my mood wasn't like really, really happy either or whatever. But so I was really trying to connect with music industry people. And so I had handed my CD to one particular guy, and he looked at me and he says, "How old are you?"
That was his first question.
That was his first question, is how old are you? Wow. And I said, first of all, you don't ask a woman that.
Yeah, personal.
Yeah. And second of all, what does it matter? Right? Like,
what's the connection with the music and age?
Right. And he just went, I said, I'm, after a few more words, I said, well, I'm just over 40. And he goes,
Oh, wow.
And I okay, we can do explicit here. I said, fuck you. And I said, just because you say that doesn't mean I can't make it in the music industry. Oh. But a lot of women would have devastated them. They would have taken that to heart and go,
well, it's crushing. It crushes your spirits there, right?
Exactly. So they would have some I think would have even left in tears, would have left the conference and quit because of one person in the industry saying that. I'd met many other industry people during that conference, and, maybe they were thinking it and never said it, but they never said, what, just to give you a little feedback, it's going to be a little tougher for you at this age or whatever, because, and the reason why industry people say this is because labels don't want to sign older people.
Exactly. There's a lot of young artists coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Just like either through karaoke competitions and those kind of things that actually have brought out a lot of young artists.
Right.
But I find that I'm opposite. I started really late in life. I had my young family, raised them. When I did start to pursue my music, I was already 40.
Yeah.
So I didn't encounter a lot of that negative ageism at the time.
Right.
But as I got into because I was doing a lot more live gigs.
Yeah, shows. You're a cover band. You weren't pursuing as an individual artist.
I did. I did move to the city after I recorded my album. I thought I'm pursuing my music, and I did come in with rose-colored glasses.
Right.
And I guess maybe just the process that it took me into a live band right away on the road and touring, it took me away from my career path that way for, several years. So I think once I got back into my dream of pursuing it as a career, after I was kind of done the cover band thing, that's when I started hearing more from how this industry is looking for younger artists, and and I don't know, it did start to discourage me.
Yeah.
I became discouraged, and I stepped away several times thinking, well, why am I even doing this?
Right. Yeah.
Why? Especially when there's so many coming out everywhere. I mean, with the American Idol and all these shows.
Right. The Voice and all that.
I mean, there's phenomenal talents out there. And so I started to beat myself up a little bit, and it's took its toll.
Yeah.
Personally, self-confidence and all. But I discovered that my songwriting is what my passion was about, not just being out in front and entertaining people.
Right.
But as an artist, you can be any age.
That's right. Yeah, you can find a different avenue to take.
Yes.
I think what people have in mind as an older artist is that they do want to make it big or get signed by a label. But with today, with everything going online digitally and so on and so forth, that if you have the capability to run, as your own business, like you and I are doing, because I have run into many people throughout the years that went, why aren't you in Nashville? And I go, because I'm too old for Nashville as, an artist. And they're like, what? People just can't believe that. Right.
As an outsider, they wouldn't even think twice about that. If you've got a gift, a talent, share it. Comes to mind this Rita McNeil.
Yeah, there was the Canadian.
Yes, from
Nova Scotia.
I mean, she did well.
Yeah,
when she first came out, but longevity. Yeah, I think that's why labels they're looking for the young artists ones that are going to stick around for her, and they can mold them.
Yes, they can mold and manipulate them.
Yes.
This is how we want to do things, and this is how you're going to do it. And also they do. And I've heard some other very famous artists say this, and Nicki Minaj was one, and I think Snoop Dogg was another, it's all about, can they market you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not about the talent. It's about
that's so
if you're
true.
Marketable.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't get hung up on those kind of things, right? As an individual or older artist, you have to look at it. Okay. So I feel I have really good music. I want to get it out there. There's places that you can go, venues that you can go play. You can still record and get your music on all the digital platforms. Learn from YouTube and listening to other podcasts that talk about the music industry. Learn how to utilize getting your music out there on social media and stuff. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like social media. It drives me crazy sometimes because it's consuming. It's consuming to put out that all the time, right? But you got to think of your fans, as you start growing that fan base. So that was kind of a choice, like even as us as a duo, that like we were when we started together, we were just songwriting, and we were fun. It was fun and then let's do this duo thing, right? And then we started doing the duo thing, and then we holy got serious right? And
serious in a fun way, though.
In a fun way.
We've always kept it trying to upbeat.
But then we also got a little discouraged at one point, because we wanted to sing our cover song, our original songs more, and people weren't listening, and we wanted to get our music out more, and we were kind of like, you get kind of tired of singing cover songs, but then then we thought, okay, well, and then we kind of backed off a bit, and then now we're just like, whatever. Yeah, we're having fun.
I think we started going to the organized country music awards and those kind of things. I think they're kind of cliquey. Yeah, I have to be honest. I think that's one of the things that really discouraged me, because there's a lot of artists that it just seems like they are always nominated.
Yeah, the same group.
The same people.
But then those are the people that are, with an agency or in a label.
And so artists like ourselves are not really given a chance.
Yeah, independence.
Really, very independent, and we're not looked at even. So, to go and to mingle, and it's nice to meet with the other artists and chat and talk and discuss where their careers are at. But I think for it's just not really beneficial,
right?
In a sense that it's going to
boost our career.
I think we're way more powerful within our little independence,
right?
Circle.
What we're doing, yeah, exactly.
And the competition. I mean, a lot of that is competition, and how can it not be? Because everybody's trying to get up that ladder.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's only fair. Yeah, competition is good too. Yeah. But when you make it, a full-on competition where you become, the expectations are so high. Yeah. That
and so it's as an artist, if you want to rise to those expectations too, right? If you want to get on that on that train, so to speak, and so like for ourselves as older artists, we ain't telling you our age, just like we don't tell you who's sugar and who's spice.
They can guess all they want.
Yeah. Start guessing. How old? How old do you think I really am?
How old do you think I am? Old of ole.
Old of ole.
Not oil of ole. Old of ole.
What? You don't use that oil?
Oh yeah, age. I keep saying now I feel comfortable where I'm at, in my music career. We're having fun, but I think that it's just you can't put an age limit on creativity.
That's right.
Or talent. I mean, you can 80 years old and people start new careers.
Well, speaking of 80 years old, even 97, your mom.
My mom, she's just so passionate about music. She's still...
And that's the word right there. Passion. Don't forget about your passion. Yeah. What feels good in your gut to keep you going in music.
Keep that
right.
Alive.
Yeah. So like your mom has that passion.
Just for example, you sit and have a chat with her, and if you happen to mention, like a total stranger, you happen to mention that you kind of like to sing, oh my goodness, she will light up.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. And then she will talk about how you can come and play at the jam, and you can, she will just encourage to no end. Like she's so, the music's passion.
Yeah, exactly. She's 97 and still playing her fiddle.
I think that's where I feel when it started to become too much of a business, too much of a efforting.
Efforting. Yes.
To make something happen, then I started feeling like overwhelmed.
Yeah. And it's true. Yeah.
Very overwhelmed because there's just so much going on and competition, maybe a little bit too, trying to be just be better, be better.
Yeah.
But I think now it's like fun. It's fun, and the writing and all of that encompasses like that's the fun part.
Are you a country music fan?
Because we have a new country song called Starting Tomorrow.
It's for all you procrastinators out there, including ourselves.
That's right. And the track is available on all digital platforms, and it's been available as of February 23rd. So go on out there and listen to our new song called Starting Tomorrow. So like for both of us, like for our spirituality, I guess you could call it, is that we listen to a lot of Abraham Hicks, if anybody's listened to that. And Abraham talks about the efforting, too much efforting. And we've read other books and listened to other motivational things. And it's all about, trying too hard. And when you're out there trying too hard, and that's what I was doing back then, even at that conference, I was trying too hard, even though I got that stupid answer from stupid question, I should say.
You dropped the F-bomb on him.
Yeah, exactly. I was not, I was very upset.
Tell him how you really feel.
Yeah, I did. And I think he doesn't like me, but I don't care. I don't care.
You hit the nail on the head, I think, not caring about what the industry thinks or whatever. Just
just having fun with it. So I keep touching the table there too.
Me too.
A different mic. So where was I going to go with that?
Sorry, I threw you off. I do that.
Zing, zing. Yeah, squirrels. Yeah. We had one in the backyard the other day. Husband and I went squirrel. Yeah. So
I do that to you. I interrupt you all the time.
Squirrel. Yeah. So to get back to just having fun.
Yes.
And not trying to make it happen.
You said you were trying so hard.
I was trying so hard. So when you're trying to make it happen and you're thinking that I'm going to go and I got to do this and I got to do that. And that's how it got for us even, because I know I was doing a lot of efforting and trying to make things happen. And how come this isn't working? How come this isn't working? So we sometimes you just got to take a step back, at which we did. Yeah. And then we just kind of figured it out that we wanted to just have fun. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And so I've been learning lots of different things online and, and it's fun to learn it and so that we can be
at your own pace.
Yeah. At my own pace. And we're independent artists. We started doing this podcast and we have a blast doing this, because we get to sit here and talk. Right.
We like to talk.
And we like to talk. Yeah. And and so we're not, and this is what Abraham Hicks says is don't be efforting. And as soon as you start efforting, it just puts up a block.
Ease and flow. Yeah. Ease and flow. And it does. It connects you to your muse, like they say, and really you open up that channel. I guess meditation is a really good tool to help that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And our lives are pretty busy. Yeah. So it gets to be, that cuts off that creativity.
Yeah.
And I find that and I know you do, meditating like first thing in the morning, whatever, sometimes my stomach growls too early. And so that's priority.
You're meditating in the kitchen while you're cooking.
But I will be listening to motivational.
That's right.
While I'm eating or while I'm making breakfast, and it gets my day started right. Yeah. But the ideas start going and flowing. And I like that way better than, feeling pressure to come up with something. I think that's where we are not feeling that pressure to record something right away. Right. We want to, and we do it. Yeah. Because it's flowing.
It's flowing. Yeah. The creativity is there. And so we're writing our lyrics and we come up with melodies and we also work with a tune designer out of Covington, Georgia that have tracks that they pre-record, and we get those tracks and we put our lyrics to it, and it's easy.
That's fun. That's fun.
It's so easy. Like I hear they put out new tracks all the time, and thank you, John and the boys at Tune Designer, and they put out tracks all the time, and we might have written some lyrics, had a different melody, but then I hear this new melody and I go, oh,
this
like,
song would fit.
It would fit so good. And it does.
And times we don't even have a melody and you hear something like, oh, we got these lyrics already. So and that's fun. It's like putting a puzzle together.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes our lyrics have too many words. We just edit, take some out or whatever, or change it, and it works.
Yeah.
It really,
and we're just looking at it with ease and flow.
Yeah.
We're putting out our music. We're not going, well, I hope 1,000 people listen to this song tomorrow when we release it.
But if you're listening out there, listen. No.
Yeah, right? Go to Spotify, go to Apple.
1,000 subscriber is a winner to our
YouTube channel. Yes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes. Do it now. Yes. click.
No, it's seriously. It's
fun. It's just having fun with your music and keep doing it. Like some people will say, like that are starting as an older artist, go, well, I got a job. And I, like to do my music full time. Well, now you have to look at it. If you really want to get your music out there, then, and a lot of artists that I've met around the city are doing this. They got their full-time jobs.
Yes.
And on their, like in their evenings or their weekends, they are putting in the time to get their music on social media and post things, I should say, and get their music out. And they're out performing and they're having fun.
Well, I want to say that I think really, any age doesn't matter, but I mean, as older artists, the showcases, songwriting, showcases are really a good place to, get out there and
exactly,
and, play your music, play your songs.
Even at a jam. I met a person sitting beside me at the bar. Because friends of ours were performing, and they overheard us talking about the award that we had just won in Nashville. And he was like, "Oh my God, I'm sitting beside an award-winning songwriter." So then he started asking me all these questions. So then my advice to him was to go to jams, and like even if you don't have lyrics, or a melody to your lyrics, whatever, like that way you go and listen to other people that are songwriters, and you can tell that they, with their music, that maybe hook up with them. So there's different ways that you can still be an artist at any age. It's just not to get hooked up on one person's criticism, not to get hooked up on somebody saying you're too old for this. Not to get hooked up on somebody even saying how you look. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Like, well, you can't go out there looking like that and doing your music. My God, you guys remember Boy George and how people are dressed today? You know what? This planet has 8 billion people on it. And if you get, 500, even 1,000 people that listen to your music, or you're even at a local basis, like getting out there playing your music, and people come up to you and compliment you or say, your music really connects with me. Yeah. That's where it's worthwhile to still keep going at any age.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You're so entertaining or whatever, like it's not to let that in music industry or anybody tell you that, you can't make it. You just, you find your own path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Have I said that enough? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. We like to say exactly.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree. Agree. Yes.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to just go with the flow and pursue your dream. It's all about you anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
well, it isn't all about you, because at first it is, but you're sharing your dream. You're sharing your talent, and I think that's what keeps us going too. I mean, besides doing it for ourselves and having fun, is hearing people say, "Oh, your song really, I resonated with it," like you say, or connected with it, or we just have fun. We like writing songs tongue in cheek, the funny stuff too.
That's right. I'm trying to remember, like even some of our album or single covers, the artwork.
Oh, A Good Lie.
Yeah, Good Lie, or even Starting Tomorrow. And our next one as well will have an interesting cover. And I can't remember the word my daughter used, but it's not bougie, but that's the new
I don't even know what that is.
Bougie.
What is bougie?
Yeah, like being, you know how I like to frost my coffee now? That's
you're just fancy.
I'm fancy being bougie. Bougie's the new word, apparently. So.
Well, I don't think that would fit for me, bougie. And as it
sure
starts
does.
talking like this.
Yeah.
in English,
yeah, we like to do that on stage. Yeah,
a little goofy.
Yeah, so you know, if you're going to be an artist going out there, and at any age, it's it's to, you got to be good, you got to be entertaining. Unless you're a big star and you can go out there and everybody, like I went to a concert, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and it's an older artist now, but he was very famous in the 90s, and Gary Allen.
Oh, yes.
And he came out and all he did was sing his songs. And when people really stood up after one of his hits, you know, like gave him standing ovation and woo and everything, he just he made a heart over his chest, or he just put his hand on his chest, but he didn't talk to the crowd.
Did he lose his voice after he sang?
No, he was still singing. And so I was bored. I was really bored.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because yes, he had good songs, you know, whatever, but I'm like, can you entertain me a little bit? Because being that you and I entertain, right? That
I've also thought, like, I remember George Strait.
Yes.
Just stood and played his guitar.
Yeah, Alan Jackson too.
Not like Garth Brooks running from one end of the stage to the next. Like, but I think people are needing that
entertainment. Yeah, people want something a little
but
different.
You can't take away the talent that George Strait has. My God.
Exactly.
I mean,
right.
He just maybe had a sore knee or something.
Wrangler jeans and that smile.
Maybe they were too tight. He couldn't run around on the stage.
Maybe he had tight-fitting jeans.
Tight-fitting jeans. Yeah, that's maybe what was going on.
My jeans are too tight. They just rolled me out here, put me in front of the microphone, put a guitar.
Just sing. They say
exactly.
Okay, I'm getting crazy.
Yeah. So, even for older artists, don't make yourself look old. I know it's
don't think old.
Don't think old. Don't make yourself look old. Dress nice when you go out there. And, you know, like I see a lot of artists, like the young ones, they're wearing, they got a t-shirt on and ripped jeans or whatever. Right. And, you know, like, okay, if you got stylish ripped jeans, you know,
yeah.
Right. But it's just like, they just, I know a few artists that they look like they just came off from combining and they get on stage and
not picking on anybody out there,
but that's a look that I don't like. But as you get older, you know, like, look good.
Comb your damn hair. Brush your teeth.
Yeah,
maybe you might be talking to somebody. I think it's harder for women, though.
Yes, it is.
Because we have to, you know, I mean, Dolly.
Yeah, look at Dolly.
Hello,
yes.
Dolly. Yeah, she definitely has her shit together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every wig, you know, every hair in place.
She has a wig for every day of the year, apparently.
I've never seen that woman without high heels. But just, that's off topic, but definitely keep yourself together.
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly.
Try to look the part,
mm-hmm.
but guys can and do very much get away with that.
Man, that just yeah.
But we women like to get fancied up.
Yeah, we do. We always like to. We like to dress nice when we go out and do a gig, no matter if it's at a pub or whatever. We like to look good on stage and have that presence. Right.
It feels good to look good, and then you feel like you do good.
Yeah,
as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Makes you feel much better.
Put together. So what else can we talk about in older artists? Like we have some friends that are just starting out, you know, we started in our 40s, but we have some that are a little bit older and just starting out. Yeah.
And, you know, like they're because
taking vocal lessons.
Yeah,
if they feel they want to improve, that's definitely a good start, you know.
And I think people start later in life because of confidence as well, you know, like maybe they didn't have that confidence as a younger person, and as you get older, you know, like most times you don't give a shit. But why is it in music that we start to give a shit about what people say?
Lots of shits,
right? Yeah, lots of shits. So you know, like for them to start at an older age and, to get out there and start trying to be an entertainer and singing and playing music, well, kudos to them for getting out there and just and having fun. Right? They're not worrying about the label or the music industry or anything either, right? But if you're a person who has always tried to get into the industry and why has it never have worked for me? Well, then that's where you got to find another path like we have. We're really working our socials. We've got newsletter. We're working the business aspect of it, getting our music out there on the digital platform so that we are reaching a global audience that doesn't say, "Oh, you're too old to be doing this." Yeah. They don't care. They what that audience is saying, "I love your music."
It's about the music.
It's about the music. Yeah. So if you can get yourself out on digital platforms or whatever, and you know what, it's YouTube school.
YouTube
school of YouTube. You can find lots of things to teach you how to do this all online.
Yeah, you're finding a lot.
I learned a lot of stuff, so yeah. And I'm fortunate that I also has a husband that can who does a lot of
get into the tequila.
We're not into tequila today, yeah. So I have a husband who knows a lot of online stuff, technology. Yes, thank you for the word, the techie stuff. So therefore, if I get really stuck, but I have learned that huge to go on YouTube myself or Google it. And I learned all myself.
You don't go to Home Depot.
No, I don't go to Hemo. I can't talk today.
It's time for you to start drinking.
Yeah, it is.
Get it together, sister.
Yeah. Sometimes even on stage, I can trip over my words.
Oh,
but
don't we all?
Yeah, don't we all? And that's another
fun.
That's the fun of it.
We're
real. We just make fun of it. We just carry on.
She makes fun of me.
She makes fun of me. Especially when she blows the wrong end of her kazoo.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Lots of fun.
Yeah. Yes, for the listeners, if you are an artist that's been trying to make it and you get disheartened or anything, just
don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit. Find another path and find a different way of getting your music out there, because music is a universal language.
And find a good partner. If you've got a partner that you connect with and the music is a shared passion.
Yeah.
Wow, the stuff you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
I personally thank you, for all that you do for us. I think we're a good team.
Yeah.
I'm knocking this. But yeah, it's that is encouraging. One person feels down one day.
Yeah, exactly.
You lift each other up and help each other.
And have a shot of tequila.
And there you go. We need to do that sometime.
And it's, like with the creativity, like especially for the songwriting, for me, since meeting Danita, I've learned.
I thought you're going to say I learned to drink tequila.
That too. Yes, that too. Stay tuned for one of our tequila episodes. But yeah, songwriting, you know how to make it better, and I've learned that from you, right?
You.
Yes, that to how to make the song better. And I had a mentor one time that always said to me, "Don't be a lazy songwriter," right? And so through him and then writing with you, that I feel that my songwriting has improved.
I feel the same way.
More. Yeah,
because you bring to the table melodies and that your talent of playing.
Right.
It's magic for us.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're very, complimentary. It's a complimentary.
So if you find somebody out there, if you're an individual and you're struggling and maybe finding that other person out there, we just happened to meet one day. And it's been 11 years this year.
11 of them.
11, yes. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. And if you have any comments on our YouTube channel, please put them below and, let us know if you've had struggle and how you kept moving forward in that. Mm-hmm. So thanks again for listening to Sugar and Spice. Cheers. Thank you for listening to today's Sugar and Spice podcast. We really appreciate you listening. We'd also appreciate if you could follow us on our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. And please provide comments of how you enjoyed this wonderful podcast. We'd like to have fun, and we'd like to have our listeners have fun along with us.